Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be showing you the power of Heimerdinger in the jungle. It's actually pretty solid as long as you're clearing properly on it. If you're running the wrong clear, then you're gonna be absolutely miserable and it's gonna be a very bad time. So first things first, get down 2 turrets, then run away, and then we're gonna want to ward our opposite side. The best way to counter Heimerdinger jungle is by invading him, messing up his turret, similar to messing up a 𝐒𝐂𝐂𝐂 on his start with his boxes. If you can mess up his plants, he won't have the cooldowns and he'll be in for a very tragic game. So by the time we get over here, we can pretty much start our recall. You don't want to start it any later than 55-56 second mark, and then you can lay your ward, making sure they don't cheese you, and if they do, we'll know about it. The whole reason why Heimerdinger works is you can go leashless on him. On top of that, most junglers don't respect you, so they'll try to solo you, which is what you want. Whenever people come to you, it's quite easy to land your skill shots, and they'll also be fighting on your turrets. Whenever you're near your turret or actual turrets, you get movement speed as well. The only reason you lay 2 turrets at first is you want to keep 1 turret on you just in case they invade and break these. We're gonna pull the blue buff over. We need to get him into our line. I told my teammates not to leash, but they didn't listen. You want to make sure you tank for your turrets, and you want to make sure you stand closer to the monster than where your turrets are. Otherwise, the monster will get kind of buggy and try to reset, run past you, hit the turret. So where you stand definitely does matter. Your turrets can't take too many hits early on. They get tankier though with your levels. You can smite the blue buff. Since I got a leash, I didn't need to. I could just save it for a Gromp. We'll let our turrets finish that off. Get a turret down over here. You usually only want to lay 2 turrets for wolves. You only want to have 3 turrets down if you're going to be able to take 2 or more camps with it. The problem is if you lay all 3 turrets for wolves, you won't have enough turrets to really do your raptors efficiently. We'll let our turrets tank the small ones because they can easily tank the small ones. It makes us take a lot less damage. And then we'll let them finish off the camp. Once the camp's roughly 2 auto attacks away from dying from you, your turret should be able to finish the job. Then we're gonna lay them over here so we can take the raptors and red buff. And this is the issue you can run into. The monsters will want to prioritize the turrets over you, and then they'll end up losing a lot of patience like you saw there. The big raptor almost reset, which would have really sucked. It's the biggest thing you got to watch out for is your spacing with the turrets. You can end up screwing yourself pretty good. We have 3 turrets set up. We have a smite. Get them with the stun. Rockets. We'll use our last refill, and then we'll smite this guy down. We can let our turrets tank the rest of that. At this point, you don't necessarily want to fight for Scuttle, so if he's here, we'll leave. Get our turret down, and we'll try to push it this other way. We'll get at least 2 down just in case he shows up. Nice. Not too shabby. We'll go for opposite side Scuttle. I don't know where this Wukong is. You want to have at least 1 turret if you're going to gank. Yeah, we see where the Wukong's at. This Soul is playing fairly defensive. If you want to guaranteed land a rocket, you want to cast it closer to yourself, and then they'll spread out. It does a little bit less damage, but it still does the majority of the total. The only time you really want to keep your rockets nice and packed is if you are rockets, because your R rockets damage stacks much higher per additional rocket than your normal rockets, if that makes sense. Your normal rockets doesn't get that much higher. It doesn't double the damage versus your R rockets becoming like quadrupled if you land the whole thing essentially. So not even double damage for a type pack versus 5 times the damage for a type pack on your R rockets. That's the difference. Normally you want to cast it right about here and get a spread on it so they can't dodge it. Come up behind these guys. We'll use our exhaust, hold them still. That's the whole point of having it. Get her with our rockets. A little grenade. And we'll get some turrets down here. Should be able to kite them out quite comfortably. I'm a little surprised how close that was since we landed everything. I guess Samir was already low on health was the main issue. We're out of rockets and we have gold, so we might as well back. First back, you're looking for Dark Seal and as much of your Liandry's as you can afford. Liandry's is by far your best mythic item since it allows your turrets to do so much damage. The Liandry's the turrets apply does more damage than the turrets themselves, unless it's your R turret. Your R turret does significant damage. If the enemies are diving you, you're always going to RQ, so R turret. If you're trying to one-shot someone because they're walking into you because you're camping a bush, something like that, then you're always going to RW. If you're trying to set up an engage for your team, kind of like a Malphite would, then in that case, you'll RE. So different situations, different Rs. Yeah, we shouldn't have laid all three there. That was a mistake. You only lay 2 turrets max for one camp, because then you'll end up screwing yourself on the others. Like you see here, because now all of our turrets are on a cooldown. We will need to kite this out. Stun them. And it is best if the small ones are focusing your turret, because they can take so many hits from them that it's very efficient. Bot lane's not looking that gankable. Top lane's really not looking that gankable because Urgot's so low on HP. And they attacked immediately before my turret even really threatened them. We'll let our turret tank some of it. Get down our electric grenade. And that is the beauty of Heimerdinger turrets. You let the small ones focus it down, or at least some of the small ones, and you'll reduce the damage you take substantially, because the small monsters do a lot of damage. Very high attack speed on those. Stun grenade him. We missed the stun part. We only got the damage in the slow. We'll be going bot lane here in a second. We're getting close to level 6. You can solo dragon if you have 3 turrets. You set them all up to tank and you spread them out. It works pretty well, actually. It just takes a while. It can be a bit risky. There's the electric grenade. Nautilus lands hook. We're going to keep our autos on this chick, and down she goes. Pretty solid gank. Oh. This is a bit of a weird situation. We'll go ahead and soak all of this. We don't have a Q here. Might actually be able to kill this guy. Got it. Nice. Baited. Oh, this guy's so screwed. We got exhaust and a W. I think we live here too. That is sick. That level up saved our bacon. That's pretty funny. I don't think we have enough HP to do this. We would need smite, or we would need multiple turrets. We're not going to be able to do it with one turret right now. We'll go and get Lost Chapter and grab this. We'll go for red buff, kite down towards dragon in the scuttle spawn. Akshan is pushing top side. Urgot has more CS than him somehow. That's good. That actually happens a lot when laners are playing overly aggressive. I'd say iron through D4. When they're playing overly aggressive and poking you down, a lot of times they'll be giving us CS to do it, which is a mistake. CS is worth way too much. Oh, I actually laid that turret in a bad spot. Remember, you want to be using the multi-spots, so you can use 3 turrets to take 2 camps. It's way more efficient that way, rather than having to lay a turret fresh for each camp. So we would want to be laying them here and pulling it over. That was our mistake. We're going for the dragon now. Here in a moment. The wolves is one of the most annoying camp because it's not easy to take it with another camp at the same time. So whenever you do wolf camp, it kind of feels inefficient. Like, you technically can with the best placement. It's just super risky. It's really easy to end up resetting the camp on accident. Let's see if the scuttle's still up. Oh no, it's down. These guys took it. It doesn't feel like this is going to be very easy to gank. We only have 1 turret right now. We do have our R up. Having R up's insane. If they try to force anything on you, you can RQ PW and eat them alive. All right, I guess we do dragon now. It's kind of hard though with the vision, and we don't have mid-prio either. Man, these guys have a lot of wards down. They're ready for everything. I know Soul's already camping a bush over there. That was a bad rock. I should have spread it more. Casting it closer to yourself, it still goes max distance. It just changes the spread of it. We'll go in through the back, I guess. Or we could go bot. I don't know where Teemo's going. Trying to get behind these guys though. Oh, they're like running the other way. This is bad. They just, I don't know why they randomly did that, but they actually ran the way to get away. I think they actually get away here. I'm gonna have to like probably stun them. Yeah, we missed our R big time. She dashed. Our turrets are putting some work in. That sucks. We should still be able to do dragon. I just need some of my turrets back. We don't have blast cone though. It's gonna be kind of annoying. The first one you put as far away pretty much as you can. You let it tank 2 shots, and then the second one you put slightly closer so it swaps aggro, and then the third one you put basically right on top of it. Looks like Nautilus is going to tank for my turrets, which is fine too. Having 3 turrets on dragons lets you take it super efficiently. You always max E last per level. It only gets damage, that's it. Your W gets a lower cooldown and higher damage, so it's definitely worth. I'm going to set these up again to be able to take both of these. At this point it can take 3 hits from Gromp or the blue buff, which is pretty nice. It's better than only 2 hits. We are in the lead at the moment. I'm a little bit nervous about the Nihilist scaling though. I think these guys are... Oh wait, I thought they were coming over here, but it turns out they're not. There's no way this guy can actually fight us. He has no chance. I didn't even have to R. I probably should have just secured the kill. At least Teemo gets it. Go ahead and exhaust her. Drop the stun grenade. Our turret isn't going to be able to finish her, but my teammates are. We did a lot of damage to her. Like, considering we were fighting 2 people, we got ignited and we were already kind of low on health. Oh, finish it. Nice. All right, it's worth. We'll take it. Once you have Leandries, you use so much more damage, like I said, because your turrets are basically doing more damage with off the Leandries alone than they're doing by themselves. We'll look to get our Sork Shoes at this point and grab a control word. And we're going to go take these guys' red buff. Might as well. As long as you have at least 2 turrets on you, you can do invades when you're ahead. If you don't have any turrets on you, there's really no point of invading. You can only have 3 out at a time. It'd be nice if that scaled. If you could have 4 out, it'd be really cool. We'll set them up right about here. Oh my gosh, that's unfortunate. He was already on it and finishing it. That's so silly. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get him with anything. We'll go bot. Bot's not even a great gank option, but it's better than probably ganking for Teemo. Our exhaust is down, but blue smite's up. Both your exhaust and your blue smite help to hold him still for your important skill shots. We'll get a Q down, and we'll blue smite this chick. We'll lay this into rocket, then to our E rocket. She flashes it. That's a solid Nautilus. Sorry, I wish she would have done that sooner though. We kind of needed it sooner while she was still inside of my turret range. Blue smiter. Yeah, these guys are all gonna die. I'm gonna get my dark harvest off them too. No, Samira, really? I'm not getting many kills this game. We're ending up with a lot of assists, and we're under farming ourselves to do it as well. Oh well. It is what it is. Stun grenade. Your standard combo was pretty much always going to be a stun grenade into rockets. Ultimately, you need to lay in your skill shots, so any way you have of making them stand still or move slower before you use skill shots is ideal. So if you can start the combo with blue smite or exhaust, then EW, that's great. And obviously you want to get a Q down once they're in range of that turret. There's no point of really laying Q if you're not in range. Yes, it does give you a little bit of movement speed, but it's not even for the full circle of the turret itself. It's only for a partial circle, which is kind of annoying. We'll pull him over, then stun him inside. Stunned him right out of that auto attack too. Our turrets can tank 3 hits now. And they're doing so much damage. Holy, look at that damage. That's what I'm saying. The Leandries is broken. Our bot lane's still struggling after all the help we gave them. That's heartbreaking. Something you hate to see as a jungler. Spend all your time on a lane and they just do nothing with it. We didn't quite kill it. Not quite. Oh, we're still taking Leandri's damage too. We'll go for dragon. The only dragon that, it's really all of them are easy. Hextech dragon, it could chain every 3 autos, which is kind of annoying, but it's usually not even an issue. They're all pretty easy. Just let your turrets tank 1 at a time. At this point, our turrets are really tanky, so they can take a lot of hits. I'll just get our 3rd one down. You just spread it out to where they're all tanking a little bit. By the monsters will always attack whichever one's closest. Super straightforward. Oh, these are down. I thought those would be up. Oh, Urgot's going in way too deep. Don't know if he's trying to bait. Assume that's what's going on there. The Aurelion Sol's playing pretty safe though. We'll put at least 1 turret here. If someone else steps up, we'll drop 2nd EW. Look for the burst. Bush camping is really effective once you have your R. You can one-shot squishies. Got him with the ERW. That is the one shot I was talking about just a second ago. Exhaust. My turrets are doing a lot of damage to him, but okay, it is enough. Nice. He even has more gold spent than us. He has Hex Shrinker plus full item. All I have is full item, so that's actually pretty sweet. I'm a little surprised we won that because we didn't have our R on that either. Wow, that's a great little advertisement for Heimerdinger. You can win 1 versus 1s against someone who has more gold spent while simultaneously you don't have R and they have R. Very spicy. See, well, here we'll spread them out. Hit multiple. Get our turret down. Probably place that turret too close and they quit. That's hilarious. We'll go ahead and do a part 2. This is actually a lot of fun. I can see this having a lot of potential as you just get more and more comfortable with it. So I'll see you guys in part 2. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to part 2. Here we go. We're going to get down our double turrets. Once again, you want to hold on to one of them just in case they do invade. You want to make sure you have extra turrets to lay down. If you lay them all down at once, it's putting all your eggs in one basket. As we go to ward, then reset. Like I said, if they break it, then you're going to be in some big trouble. We're in a bit of a weird spot here. We actually didn't cross over in time. We were kind of late laying down our turret, so we'll go ahead and stay. Our teammates already got a ward down for us. Ideally, we should have laid it on our red buff because Jarvan might vertical jungle, but that's all right. So this is when they have the option of breaking your turret. So if you're ever playing against a Heimerdinger, you should be invading. Like, you should level 1 be punishing him. Preferably play a strong level 1 clearer like a Kayn, or heck, even a Fiddlesticks would do great. Even though Fiddlesticks traditionally isn't a great invader. Something to think about if you do end up having to play against this. Because once he starts getting rolling, he gets level 6, he gets his Leandries. The game gets very challenging for champions from there. Since we didn't get a leash, probably going to end up smiting this thing. The blue buff does a lot of damage. I would rather not have to sit there and tank it down. We need to get it in range of this third turret, so we stunned it slightly too soon there. What you want to do when you play this is at this in champ select, tell your teammates, I don't need a leash, just keep watch, so they know you're not trolling. Because if you lock in something like Heimerdinger jungle, most people have never seen that before. So the worst thing that's going to happen is they're just going to assume that you're trolling and they'll try to ban it, or they'll be mad and try to counter troll you to take control of the situation because they think you're trolling. But by you saying, I don't need leash, just keep watch, they'll know that you're actually trying to win, and maybe you know something that they don't, even if they've never heard of Heimerdinger jungle before. And I've been doing that. I played probably four or five games of Heimerdinger jungle now, and it works every time for me so far. Just being honest with him and really just letting him know. Just letting him know. We don't want to let these raptors kill our turrets all the way. We need to be chugging some potions right now. We want him to get into all three of them, then we'll drop the stun, and we still have our smite as well. We're in a pretty good spot, even though it looks like we're really low on HP, which I guess we are. We'll let our turrets finish that off, and then we'll look for the scuttle. Clear wasn't quite as fast this time because we didn't get leash, and we also had some mild mistakes in there, but all in all, not too shabby. Just kite it up towards the wall. You don't need to try to body block it generally. Just push it into the wall and you'll be fine. At this point, we should look for the gank with our double buffs. We have exhaust, so we'll try to exhaust them, get close for the stun grenade. The closer you are, the harder it is for them to dodge it. Someone should have definitely flashed to finish that. The stun grenade has travel time, so the closer you are, it's very, 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 very challenging for them to dodge it because it goes off like that. Like what you saw there. The human reaction time isn't going to be quite fast enough to get out of the way of it. We just lost a turret. It's our mistake. We're going to be resetting here in a second though, so it's perhaps not the end of the world. Yeah, turret should be able to handle it from there. But yeah, someone definitely should have flashed for that one. Ezreal flash auto. Jinx was dead. At the very least, we got good value. We get to reset, get some items. That's the goal on Heimerdingers. 5 can't clear into scuttle, gank, reset. You'll have all your turrets back. You'll get to use your exhaust. And we get to shoot for our level 6 scaling. Level 6 and the Andres are truly your biggest power spikes. Everything after that's just icing on the cake. Volibear shoved up. We might be able to come up behind him here if he stays. I think it's very unlikely that he does stay. But, you know, I guess you never know. As long as we can get behind him right as he sees Tryndamere, then he's dead. Tryndamere has tier 2s. We need to get red buff autos on him, get as close as we can to throw out stun grenade. Just like this. And he's a goner. Lesson of the day on Heimerdinger: if you have the option, get as close as possible before you stun grenade. They can't react to it. It's also easier to land because it travels there faster. Ooh, I'll be taking this. I don't think I even need to I shouldn't even have used a turret there. Should have just rocketed. We'll go ahead and lay down double turrets. Whenever you're taking a camp solo, you shouldn't really use 3 in the early game because you'll be running yourself dry. You only lay 3 turrets if you're going to take 2 or more camps off those. And we should be able to let them finish. Nice. Go ahead, max our turrets first. Auto attack E. Kite it back to our turret. Ideally, let it tank a little bit. Especially at this point. It's taking a lot of damage. Now we're going to have to step in because we don't want it to just die for no reason. Might as well let them take some damage though. They need to earn their worth a bit. We're gonna spread shot it, get 3 of them. Smite the big one here, let it tank 2 small ones if possible, like that. Use our rockets, drop the E, and look for the gank. I'm a little sad that our bot lane died to a gank. It is what it is though. Come up behind the Jinx here. She has boost. She recently spent gold, but she may have another 500-600 to spend. So Nami's being a little bunghole. I have no clue where this Jarvan's at. You could very well be over here. Our blue buff's up as well. I haven't been paying much attention to the minimap. Get him with the stun grenade. We'll try to kite him out. This is a really awkward situation because we're just in such a weird spot. I don't have any abilities up to really help these guys too much. The Terich's in a really bad spot. Oh, wow. Never mind, Terich's popping off. This is where we spread shot it. We got the spread, and I guess Terech gets a quadra kill. That is just freaking bizarre. Quadra on Taric makes sense. Oh my god. He actually got all the gold from that. Oh, it's weird. We had that one turret not in the best spot there. We're gonna hit him with the rockets. Our turrets are gonna focus him down, get him with the stun grenade here in a second. We should have him here with our rockets, I think. There it is. Yes, sir. There it is. Oh my, we're juking. We're just juking and grooving, baby. This game's so dumb. When you play Heimer jungle, it's just so stupid. The things you get to do. It's a beautiful thing, just running around fast near your turrets. Whenever you hit enemy champions with abilities, it makes your turrets essentially do more damage. It charges them up. I think she's watching me from the brush, yeah. Got her with that. She's just wrecking us though. At the very least, we got her R. We also got a Dark Harvest stack off of her plus her R, so I mean, not the best exchange, but at the same time, it's not like we're getting completely screwed and then she ends up dying, so we'll take it. I figured she was there since she popped the plant. She was just gonna wait and watch. At this point, I'll sell refill to get Leandri's. It's that important. Vlad just got a double. He got red buff, but I don't know if that was from Jarvan. I think Jarvan's jungle might be up. Oh no. Oh wow, Jinx spazzing out there. That's a crappy feeling when you launch your skill shot. Ooh, maybe she was trying to predict his dash or something. Maybe that's what happened, actually. I could see that being the case. We'll pull these guys in. We should be able to do them at the same time. Yeah, these turrets chunked now with the Leandri's. It's massive damage. I'm gonna hold on to some turrets here. I want to stack them up. We could take a Herald here pretty quick. There goes his charge. I'll leave my second one. And we'll try to tank him down. Very nice. Go ahead and hold on to our stun. It's not going to do that much damage at this point. Only 134. Might as well save just in case a champion shows up. Down goes Jarvan. Tryndamere's pretty fed. I think this game is overall wrapping up quite nicely. Heimerdinger does play very heavy for objectives. He can take them super efficiently, especially once he is level 6 and up for his R. They'll be losing this here in a moment. Get a free oracles as long as you lay Herald and then use it. Alrighty. We'll be taking this if it's up. It's not up. I assume Jarvan. Yeah, there's Jarvan. We're behind the Jinx. She's not a full item, so we have quite a bit more power than she does. We're also level up on her. We have a deep flank on her with the exhaust. We have faster boots since they're the free ones. Free boots get plus 10. Oh, she's so screwed, dude. Wow. I walked at them without using any abilities or pressing my buttons. I wanted to see if the rocket R could kill on its own, and it can right now. The damage is super high. It's only the second one, so these can be taken a bit more efficiently. Go ahead and blue smite this. She doesn't want to fight it. She knows it's going to go bad. I also have exhaust, so that wasn't going to go well for her. She's just fishing for kills right now. She's in a rough spot. I don't blame her. Fishing for kills on Heimer or Lau. He's challenging as a melee champion. He kites you out so hard. He's moving fast near his turrets or near his actual turrets. So he's just not easy to hit. And the whole time the turrets, boom, 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 they're pelting you down. And they do hurt. See, this is the annoying thing. The wolves will walk past. This is why it's hard to take wolves with these turrets. If they get past like the outer edge, they'll just run past you and attack them even though you're attacking them. It's really frustrating. It is what it is though. Got a tank for this turret. We still haven't taken dragon yet. We really should have done that by now. We're not doing a good job of claiming the objectives. Kite him around this. Push him towards the wall. Not so fast. Down you go. Jarvan's on bot side. We'll go top real quick. We have a turret. We can RQ. If he plays aggressive on us, we'll blue smite him. It's probably what's going to happen because he's a level up on us. He's going to want to fight. You stun him at point blank range. Hit him with the rockets. Blue smite him. We'll hit him with exhaust. I don't know where our exhaust went though. It's like it didn't affect him there. It's a little bit confusing. I don't know where our exhaust went. It didn't slow him. Maybe he was on ghost. Maybe it's like his ghost was canceling it out. That was really, really weird. 38% movement speed versus a 30% slow. That's probably what it was. I just didn't realize it because I ended up missing my secondary grenade, which kind of ended up getting me killed. It is what it is. Typically want to go for Rabadon at this point. After Rabadon, you can look for pretty much anything. You can go for Zhonya's, you could go for Rylai's, Void Staff, Morello. You can go for Demonic if they're really tanky. I probably will get a Demonic because of the Woolly Bear, but I want to do it after the Hourglass. They have a lot of bursts with the 𝐒𝐂𝐈, Jarvan, Woolly Bear all-ins. It would be really nice to have some survivability. And that just reset on us. That's disgusting. Absolutely putrid. They cheat sometimes. The big raptor doesn't like to be pulled out very far. Alright, let's go take dragon. We need to keep getting these objectives. Wrap this game up. Got it. Nami tries to steal, not so fast. He kited us out of our big turret too. Should probably place that a little bit farther back. He got away from it so fast. Tryndamere has really not much CS. Woolly Bear has a lot more at the moment. Kite these guys over. We'll tank it. They start to lose their patience super fast if you stand too close to your turrets. Oh, that's not good. Down you go. He's doing a lot of damage though. He's doing so much. We could have gone in for the rockets. I didn't want to risk him flashing it though, so I just went in for the turret to play it safe. Could have gone for the grenade, but the grenade's not crazy good. That's more of if you have teammates there to back you up. RQ is your most consistent damage. RW is your highest damage. It's not consistent though because they could flash it or juke it or hourglass or whatever. Let's see if there's anything up over here. Ooh, mamma mia. Don't mind if I do. He's gonna miss out on his red buff. Feels bad for him. We'll go for a Herald off that. We'll lay it towards the back. I like how it pushes our little turret out of the way. No, don't break my turret. Leandres is doing some work. Gotta keep pathing around it though. And there we go. Look at that. You can actually solo Baron at the 20-minute mark. Very strong for Heim. Soloing objectives. You can solo Dragon at level 4. Everything after you can do even faster. Like I said, his biggest weakness is his first clear. If you mess it up or if they invade you, it can be pretty challenging. Hey friend. Boom! Landed it. Our first RE. Hey Vlad, could you stop that? What is going on here? He actually took the Grom from me. What a bunghole. A little stinker. We could back Rabadon here. That's probably the best idea. We could go Rabadon for a stopwatch, and then we start building it to demonic. If we use our stopwatch before we finish demonic, then we'll just finish our Zhonya's, because ultimately we don't want to blow our shutdown gold. And the longer you stay alive, the longer your turrets can put in high value for you, because after you're dead, they deactivate. So you want to try to stay alive. Jinx is getting kind of fed. 5 kills. Volley Bear's on his ghost. I'm dead. I can't even Zhonya's. Yeah, it's just too much damage. Alright, we're gonna have to keep going into our Zhonya's here. Volley Bear's super tanky. Jarvan has a bunch of magic resist. Holy crap, dude. They got on me so fast. We really need to have some proper fights where we have equal numbers to them. This Tryndamere is really not very useful. He hasn't been farming at all, and he's just trying to force 1v1s to the death against Volibear when Volibear is a really good early mid-game champ, and he's stacked armor. It'd be like if Tryndamere was trying to force down a fight on a full armor stacked Malphite. It's just not going to work. You need full build to be fighting a full armor stack. Until he has proper percent-based armor penetration, it's not going to do much. Realistically, Vlad should be going to match Volibear. And Tryndamere could match 𝐒𝐂𝐈 because she's really far behind. He just does no damage to him. We'll let the turret finish it. So Tryndamere does live. That's good because we need Dragon. Dragon's going to start to become very important as this game drags on. No pun intended. Pull this over. I didn't bother to lay 3 turrets because they're so strong with Leandres. We don't need it. We might RE here. Yeah, we'll RE this. We landed some big stuns in there. Down they go. That was game ending, I think. Them all dying there. Plus I have Herald. Plus we're gonna get Dragon off that. That's too much. Come on, Herald. Herald might not even hit it in time. Just barely. Eat my rockets, Jinx. Blue smite him. He can't get to us. And we still have exhaust. There he goes. He eats the stun. And he did nothing. He couldn't do any damage to Tark. Tark has armor and health. While our turrets were doing max health damage to Volibear through the Leandries, it's already done 2,000 burn damage, and bonus damage it's done nearly 800. So it's done about 2,800 already. Compare that to other Fed teammates on our team, such as the Vladimir. His is done less than 2k. Ours is done substantially more than that, 2,800. Ezreal's has done only 700. Tryndamere 2,000. That's a little surprising. I need teammates to tank here. I should have also RQ'd. RQing would have been nice. Your R turret can tank, I believe it's 5 shots from Baron, which is... Wow, I smited that really late. Really bad smite on my part. I did not have my finger on the smite at all there. Got her with the Dark Harvest. Dark Harvest gas attack. This guy's got nowhere to go. Yeah, that's GG's. That's the thing about, even if they steal Baron, if they're not in a position to fight you, it won't do them much good. It really won't. They don't have the right comp to handle us. They needed like a Xerath mid or Ziggs mid to fight Heimerdinger in the mid late game. You want something that can gig out, range him, and poke it down. Xerath and Ziggs do that quite perfectly. And that is GG's. We'll go ahead and take a look at the damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we were the highest damage dealt compared to the enemy team. We were technically the 3rd highest damage dealt in the game, but we're all pretty close here on our team. So very solid. For damage taken, we were middle of the pack. For runes, very high value. I am extremely happy with how high our damage was, considering we had almost entirely assists. Basically 3 times as many assists as kills. Super happy with Heimerdinger jungle. I think it's a lot of fun. Just make sure you understand his clear and why. If you are just simply doing his clear wrong, the champion's unplayable. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Big shout out to Happy Chime Noises for popularizing this with his most recent video of a player who does this in like D1 Masters GM ELO. So this build is definitely viable. It's not just like a niche random thing you can do for fun. It actually works. It's very nice. So yeah, big shout out to Happy Chime Noises. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to hack the algorithm. My name is 𝐒𝐿. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.